Follow them on Twitter, YouTube, Podomatic, and iTunes. This is brought to you by Luke Creed and Tweet W. Now it's time for the Guys Night Podcast!
Step in the theater, what will you find? So many movies, not enough time. Action, horror, thriller, comedy, foreign documentaries. Welcome to Guys Night. Guys Night.
We just got out of the critically acclaimed Detroit. First, right off the bat, Catherine Bigelow shot it perfectly. You get the feel of 1967, and the cast is phenomenal. From John Boyega all the way down to the sinister Will Poulter. Excellent. Anthony Mackie is supporting roles. I mean, overall, the handful of the cast, they give it their all in this. You really feel the tension and the situation of them being in the hotel, pinned up against the wall. And this is the story about the untold story of the Detroit riots and this one story that took place within this hotel. Now, without spoiling it, it's a very tragic end, and the result of the characters are very, in some cases anticlimactic, in other cases it's very sad, sympathetic, but you were feeling it. It's an emotional train wreck, and it's an emotional ride throughout the entire journey. I loved every moment of it. Will say this, that the side characters about the singer, it could have been shaved off a bit. I kind of felt like that dragged on a bit when everything got resolved with the court case. If it wasn't for that, I would give this a 4, but I'm going to stick with a 3.5 out of 4 for Detroit.
It was a good movie. It was entertaining. I don't want to say entertaining because it was such a horrible event, but it was. It kept your interest. You wanted to see what happened next. I just found out now that it was filmed in like one continuous shot with like 4 cameras. So like it's very seamless, and you can kind of see that in the actual film because especially when they're in Algiers and they're lined up against the wall, it's just very fluid. It's very seamless. Emotionally, it gets you there. So it does. Its effect does hit home, not because of any personal experience, but you actually feel for the victims in this. I feel like they did not use John Boyega as well as they could have. His character, I don't know, it could be because his character wasn't involved, as I previously thought, but it seemed a little toned down. They did kind of camp up.
The main singer's character, like his side story was just Larry,
Yeah, they kind of like amped up, but apparently all of it's what his feelings towards it is true. And if you think about it, just by looking at what I've heard, because from my mom and my people that I know that have worked with people with mental disorders, it seems like he suffers like some type of post-traumatic disorder, PTSD. So that kind of makes sense. How like when in one scene he's singing in the studio and he sees the white person, it just
instantly,
it's instant. He can't sing, which is more of a shock. Which is funny because they made him sing when he was in while they were holding the gun to him. So I'm giving it a 3.5.
I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 4. I'm glad Catherine Bigelow did it. She's been getting a lot of flack lately for it from certain people because they felt as if a white director should have done this movie. But I believe that she was like the best choice for this film, and from what she brought to it, she brought what I see from her other films like Hurt Locker, Zero's Dark 30, and bringing that certain way of filmmaking that got her an Oscar before is the reason why I enjoy this movie. And I liked how it was seamless. Just certain shots and how it was all well acted. I felt like John Boyega's character could have been fleshed out a little bit more, but I'm not sure if it's maybe not him himself or it was just because of the story itself. And I did like parts of the story with the singer, but I felt as if the last part of the movie, this could have been shaved off, really didn't need that much. But other than that, this is an excellent film, and that's it.